everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Kaepernick's 49ers going up against Bortles' Jaguars. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's... On to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The starting 11 on your screen now, and the one we discuss is Torrey Smith.
You would do worse than to just call long pass plays and throw it to Torrey Smith. He can certainly take the top off of any defense.
2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. If most teams take a period at a time to work on different things, they put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And we take you through the starting defense for Jacksonville.
Quentin Coples thought he had a future at defensive end in the NFL. Since he switched to outside linebacker, he still has a future, and it's bright.
Second down, Hyde. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to, and that's caught inside the 35. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And back to the ground, high. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Big Stephen Paya there to get him down to the ground.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they give to the tight end. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Cap gives to the tailback high. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Bortles was accident-prone last year, led the league with 18 picks and an early pick here.
And you know he spent a lot of time in the offseason working on this, thinking about it. It's not that he's not going to throw any. They just hope that that number gets cut down significantly.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. So after the INT, it's Bortles. And his first look is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. And the box that's highlighted is for Hearns on this offense.
Do you have your track shoes available? Because Allen Hearns is a guy that gets you on your horse if you're trying to defend him. He can take anyone deep and win on any route.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Navarro Bowman makes anyone's short list for the best linebackers in the game.
So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a first down.
Bortles, and this one complete to Julius Thomas. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Bortles now on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On first down, Bortles. He finds Hearns left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a play fake. Bortles. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
Ahmad Brooks in on the stop.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after getting only 1 on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection or if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
And Parkey's kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Second down following the run. On second down, here's Kaepernick. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Now Kaepernick. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes Bradley Pinion to punt this one away. It's taken to the 26. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for him throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Miles Jack in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second-guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Fielded at the 43. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. And right with it here over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
Time to step aside. Go anywhere. We'll be back after this. 4 yards remaining now on second down. Bortles to throw on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he looked down the numbers. There he goes. 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And incomplete on the deep ball. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. To throw, it's Bortles. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old-school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. Complete to right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Bortles now on 1st down. Wright's got it. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Throwing is Bortles. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So it'll be first down here after the run. Shotgun now for Bortles. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Tremaine Brock. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Again, it's Hyde. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top as we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
Throwing now is Bortles. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
Head coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Here we go now.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. He finds Hearns left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before
that they got. but it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds, because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On first down, Bortles. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure, or if he's going to get his head right back into the game, I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Again, it's Bortles. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 17 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Bortles now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. Now fourth down. And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And tough starting field position here. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Smith catches left side. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Second down now after the pass completion. They run high, and a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Let's go!
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. First down, a run with Hyde. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you're worried about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on third and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A beautiful fake. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They come up in an offset eye. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. It's good to make it 17-7. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Back now in Jacksonville. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup. And the 49ers are going to get a first.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Here we go.
Now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, here's Bortles. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's brought down after a good game. That one goes for 24 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Bortles to throw on second down. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over. The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to him right away because they have the matchup advantage.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to... And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll try and run with their fullback. And they'll get him down right around. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And Parkey's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Let's go!
Back to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Carlos Hyde was the target, and it's 3rd and short. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Here we go!
They'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
He dumps it to Hyde. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
He'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
This will be the 9th play on this drive.
Let's go.
He's back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
And not only did they score, they tied the game. That means...
Yep, the PAT now can win it. Scobie now for the extra point. Scobie now to add the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready.
It's here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. To throw is Bortles. Looking deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Come on, let's go.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Fighting him off. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the offense able to recover the fumble, but it's third down now.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
What can Bortles do now with his drive? To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Ellington now to return it. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
They'll drop the throw, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Third down and 5. One receiver left, 3 to the right. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. There we go. Green. Ace. Ace. There we go. Green. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58. Left. Ace. Ace. Check 43.
On first down, Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He finds Hearns left side. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Jags are going to have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Bortles now on first down. Wright's got it. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be second down. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
There we go. Blue 49.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Down right around the 25. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So here's the former Pro Bowler, Cody Parkey, in field goal formation. This to win it in overtime. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. So here's the former Pro Bowler, Cody Parkey, in field goal formation. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it.